Right then, we are back for a massive episode here as we take on Roma home and away in the UEFA Europa League second knockout stages. I still can't believe we got past Sporting the way we did, to be honest with you, but we did. And we're going to continue taking advantage of that situation. Since the last time I saw you beat Lynx 3-0 and then suffered our first loss in the league all season against Europa FC. They're the only team to beat us and they've beaten us twice now this season, so yeah, a bit disappointing in that one, but the league should still be firmly in our hands. But first of all, before we start this off, we do have youth players. So let's sort them by their current ability. They've got some decent potentials. Let's have a look and see what we got then. So Stuart Spooner, 15 finishing, decent first touch. It's not terrible, to be honest. I might sign him up. See how he progresses. Reece Faulkner. Good corners, good crossing, dribbling's okay, first touch is okay, passing's okay, off the ball, decent physical attributes. Could definitely be another one we bring in to boost up our under-18s. Daniel Hancock, centre midfielder, some pretty decent stacks in the vision, work rates and teamwork. Good tackling. Decent passing. Might be someone I try and retrain fully into that CDM spot, I think. Next is Jack Chatfield. This is the one with the highest potential by the looks of it. Centre-back. Decent heading already 11. Tackling and marking at 8 and 7. He looks like a pretty decent player. That composure needs some work though. Next up, Alex Victor. Young Gibraltarian goalkeeper. Doesn't look outstanding, but it's always worth having a good couple of young goalkeepers, isn't it, I suppose? Ryan Parsons, right mid and attacking right mid. Seems pretty basic, nothing really spectacular, but decent all-round stats. Robert Banks, the cam. He looks okay as well, actually, doesn't he? Nothing outstanding once again, but decent stats. Tom Millington, midfield right and left. Yeah, his technical attributes are not great, are they, at all? Next up, we've got Miles Buckley, left back. Yeah, again, his technical attributes are not very good. His mental and physical aren't too bad though. Tom Hattersley. Pretty decent physical attributes, good technique, but again, he's got decent crossing. Maybe he could be one that we could build up a little bit. Chendu Smart, CDM. So he's got some good mental attributes, good tackling as well. He could be one to sign up. The coaches don't rate him, but I quite like the look of Chendu Smart, to be honest. Eddie Watkins, centre-back. Not outstanding. Decent potential, though. I've gone too far. Again, the old double-click mouse. Luke Davidson, another CDM. Again, looks pretty decent, actually. Good passing, tackling at 8 as well. Technique's okay. Good work rate and teamwork. It's always handy having more CDMs. Tommy Noakes. Decent free kicks, determination. He's not too bad either, to be honest. Lawrence Hood. Again, decent first touch and passing, good leadership, but probably needs a lot of work. And finally, Lloyd Johnson, young right back. Again, doesn't look too bad either. So it's not been the worst year, to be honest. We've got some good potentials in Faulkner, Chatfield, Spooner. So I think I'll bring a few of these in. I'll probably do it after the end of after the end of the video. Probably go through and sort them all out. I'm probably going to bin off I don't know, from Hancock downwards maybe. I don't know, I think I'll have Chendu Smart though. I don't know, I'll have a bit more of a look into it, but that's who we have at the moment. First of all though, we've got this game against Roma, so let's get straight into it. And here we go, this is the team we're going with then today. In goal, we have Thomas Martinho. On the left, we have James Dean. In the centre, we go with Mark Pope. Alongside him, we have David Taylor. And then at right back, we have Chao Cesar, who's still going down on training, which is quite weird, isn't it, really? Alejandro Reyes plays on the left. Mamadou Diamande in the centre. Alongside him, we have Tyreek Backinson, who's finally coming back more into it this season after the injuries he's had. Adam Hlozek plays out on the right. George Martin through the cam position. And of course, up front, we stick with Nicholas Schubert. big game this one. They've got Zaniolo. Yeah, look at that. Fantastic player. Who else they got? Pellegrini. Is that Lorenzo Pellegrini? They got Under. They got Rodrigo Zapata as well. They got some very, very good players. It's going to be very, very tricky, this one. But I said that in the last game, and look how we did. So I'm not completely writing us off once again. But, oh, why have I done that? It's just force of habit. Playing so many league games, I'm just so used to just pressing that. Ah. Okay, well, I've messed this up to start with, haven't I, really? But as long as we don't get... Oh. It's a penalty. Okay, as long as we don't get hammered, I was going to say. That's the main thing in this game. I think we've done fantastically well to get as far as we have. I'm stunned at how far we've actually got. And monetary-wise, it's worked out fantastically well for us. And reputation-wise, hopefully it has as well. There's De Paul slamming the ball into the back of the net, sending Martinho the wrong way. Monetary-wise, I've got something incredible to show that I forgot to show you before the video. Before this match even. So I'll show you that after this game in between, ready for the next one. Essentially, we've had another offer to buy out one of the release fees. And it's a special one. It's a massive one, and I'm so happy. And it means that we're going to be able to invest even more in the summer. Right, so we're 20 minutes in. At least we haven't conceded any more now. That was the main thing. I didn't want to get hammered. That was the big thing for me. Martinho, good save. Here's Dean. Back to Martinho. Here's Taylor. Zaniolo. Ball back to Nacho. Ball into the middle. It's a good header by Taylor. And Pope's going to get there. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Has Pope give away a second penalty? Has Pope given away 2 penalties in this game? No, it's a free kick. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, I thought it was going to be another penalty then. That would have been embarrassing. Right, Pope plays a big long ball out to Hlozek, who keeps it in. It's easier said than done there. It was a bit tight, wasn't it, for him? Hlozek now. Bring the ball forward. There's the shot. It goes wide. Half an hour in, we're losing 1-0. Hlozek now with a free kick. Ball into the middle. It's headed over the top. It's a shame. Florenzi into Zaniolo. Come on, lads. Get the ball back. Get the ball back. Riccardi. Here's Under. I'm so terrified. Every time our defenders go anywhere near them now because we've given away a penalty and a free kick right on the edge of the box. I'm terrified to go anywhere near their players at the moment. I don't know, these dodgy, cheating, diving Italians. You know how it is. You know how it is. Here's Riccardi. Back to Ripple. Ripple. Got a Raspberry Ripple. Right. So it looks like we are going to go in at half-time 1-0 down, but they are dominating. We've had more possession, but they've just had a lot more shots. Which is disappointing, but it is what it is, I suppose, isn't it? Romagna is Florenzi. Zaniolo. Nice shot, just goes wide. half time then, 1-0 down. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. With the underdogs, let's go out there and give the fans something to cheer for. Right, an hour in. Is there anything we want to change at this point in time? Probably should make a couple of subs. Here's Duvan. Under. Riccardi. Zaniolo. Ball out wide to Pellegrini. Duvan. Oh. Alright, let's make some subs then. What are we going to do here? We don't need to go too mad, do we, here? Kavanagh can play those two positions. Jenkins can play those three. Let's bring on Jenkins. He's always pretty good when he comes on. Let's bring on Kavanagh as well. And let's bring on Nick Campbell in. Let's just bring on 3 fresh sets of legs in more attacking positions. See if that does the trick at all. Hopefully it will anyway. Nick Campbell lean with the ball. Puts it wide. We're close. We're getting closer. Kavanagh. Here's Reyes. Come on, Reyes. Oh. He got underneath it for some reason, like a chip in the keeper. I don't know why he was doing that for. Tell you what, a 1-0 loss is not terrible here, you know. It's definitely catch-upable, if that's a real word. Definitely catch-upable. There's under, back to Diawara. Ah! There's me saying it's catch-upable and then we concede a bloody goal. It's not ideal, is it? Not ideal at all. Amadou Diawara with the goal. I mean, 2-0's not terrible either. I mean, as long as we're not getting hammered, like I said, I don't expect us to make it through to the next round. But as long as we're not getting hammered, that's the main thing, because it would be... I don't want to say it would be embarrassing, but... I mean, I just wanted us to do well. There we go. 2-0 loss in the first leg. Not terrible. Not terrible. You gave it your best. Good lads. So that'll be okay for the second leg now. And I was going to show you before, transfers clauses. As you can see, there's a pound sign just here against Eastham. And they're willing to buy this clause off of us for a man that's currently worth 650k. They're willing to buy this off of us for 13.2 million. Now, there's a chance he's getting better and better. There's a chance they could sell him for a large amount of money. There's a chance they might not sell him for a large amount of money. So I reckon I'm going to take that, you know. 13.2 million. Let's bloody take it. Finances. 35 million down to the bank. That is going to make it very interesting. Very, very interesting for us moving forward. Look at the players. This is the players that we can apparently buy. That's just insane. That really is insane. I mean, the sort of money we'd have to pay some of these guys. Don't get me wrong. I've done that wrong around. There we go. 16.75 million. Wow. There's this guy at Tianhai in China that we could apparently buy. It's just insane, isn't it? It really isn't crazy. How much... What wages are you on? 13k per week. We're going to have to start paying big wages, aren't we, I think? But we'll see how we go for now. We'll see how we go. Anyway, let's get into the second game against Roma. I know there's probably not much point in watching this, but here we go. Here is the draw for the quarter-finals of the Europa League. Ajax or Chelsea get AC Milan or Rangers. Inter Milan or Valencia get Europa Point or AS Roma. And Leipzig or Trabzonspor get Nice or Wolfsburg, which leaves Betis or Leverkusen versus Porto or Arsenal. So if we do win this, it's a very interesting game we're going to get today. Oh, it's a semi-final draw as well. Well, that's going to make much difference to us, but there we go. So we can have Ajax, Chelsea, AC Milan or Rangers if we can get through, which we're not going to, I mean, let's face it. But there we go. Let's get into that second game against Rangers. Right, here we are. I've pressed the button and gone through it by mistake. Anyway, okay. We'll have a look at the tactics. There we go. So we've got Martinho in goal. We've got James Dean, Pope, Fitzwater, Dan Martin. Simple standard defensive setup. Sirigar and Backinson playing the two CDM roles because Diamande comes out onto the left due to a suspension to the Venezuelan lad. Hlozek continues on at the right. George Martin as he can. And up front we go with Singaluma because of an injury to Nicholas Schubert. So that's the team in the away game. Of course, we're losing 2-0 from the first leg. I'm not expecting us to go out and get this back, but we've done really well to get as far as we have. We're obviously a super rich club now with 35 million quid in the bank as well. As Dan Martin now back to Backinson. Zaniolo nicks it straight from Backinson. As my PC decided to overheat a little bit for some reason. Zapata, good save by Martinho. Very good save by Martinho. It's now going to be the corner taken by Under. $18 minutes in. Under. There's the ball in. That's going to be another penalty, isn't it? It's going to be another penalty. It's Mark Pope again. It's always Pope. It's always Pope, I'm sure it is. My phone's ringing again mid-video as always. Always good to be professional, isn't it? Always good to be professional. So I've scored the penalty, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And there we go, half-time, we're 1-0 down. So it's not terrible, it's 3-0 in aggregate so far. Could have been a lot worse. Let's tell them that we owe them after last time. Suriguma. Nope, not quite. Here's Florenzi. Down the line, plays it back to Under. Of course, we're overachieving, as you do. Pellegrini. Oh, wow. Lorenzo Pellegrini slams the ball into the back of the net. And makes it 2-0 on the night. Disappointing. It's a great goal though, isn't it, really? Pellegrini. Right in the bottom corner. Slamming it home. So just to see this one out now, we're losing 4-0 on aggregate, which is not terrible, to be honest. I mean, against a team as strong as Roma, it probably was expected. Good ball forward by Dean, finding Singaluma. Be nice just to get a goal here away at Roma. Pope, big ball forward, looking for Simaluga. Can't even say his name now. Juan Jesus across to Pellegrini, the goal scorer. Zaniolo's on the ball. Good save by Martinho. Zaniolo went once again. Not quite enough though. We're getting closer, aren't we, I suppose. Let's make some substitutes. Let's give some other people some chances to have a run around. Nick Campbell-Lean, been a great servant for the club. He deserves a chance to run around, show what he can do. Let's take Klozek off, he's been booked. And Sergio Andrade can come on as well in place of Diamande, who's out of position. Why not? Why the hell not? As long as we don't lose by too many, that's my worry. He's getting absolutely hammered. Sirigar's been sent off. Well, you can't write. We just made a triple substitution now. Sirigar's been sent off. You can't really write it, can you? You can't write it. It is what it is, I suppose. "91 minutes in, we're losing 4-0 on aggregate. It's not terrible. Not terrible at all. I'm happy with the guys. Andrade, come on, let's just get a goal. That'd be lovely to get a goal away at in Rome. That's the words I'm looking for. I forgot what the words were there for a second. Here's Kavanagh. Saved by the keeper, and that is it. Full time. 4-0 loss on aggregate. It's not bad, really, considering how good Roma are as a team. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm pleased with the performance out there. Ah, apparently I wasn't supposed to be pleased with the performance out there, apparently. Okay, well, I've just ruined that, haven't I? But either way, that is that. So, it looks like now we have just those two final games now. Europa FC in the Bright Stars Trophy final. Lincoln Red Imps in the Gibraltar Cup final. I think the league is more or less done as well. So I'm going to play the two league games left, and then I'll come back to you for the two cup finals. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.